My boys love sushi so much, and so do I. My friend just gave me a tempura batter recipe the other day, and it had rice flour in it, so this is how I made it. So once your oil is all heated up, you're going to mix your dry together, which is a third a cup of cornstarch, a teaspoon of baking powder, half a cup of flour, and you're going to mix it up really well. Then you're going to put in a half a cup of sparkling water at a time. I only had to use a cup in total. So you can put some spices and salt and pepper in this too if you want. I'm doing some mushrooms and zucchini for our sushi. And once your dry is all mixed up nicely, you're going to whisk it in, like I said, half a cup at a time, just until there's no lumps anymore. Then you're going to drop a couple veggies, or you can put all your veggies in there if you want, or most of them, and you're going to get them in the batter. Then when they're done, I use this ladle to pull them out. So drop them in, bring the bowl towards the oil and drop them in easily and safely. And then they're going to float. And then you're going to take a fork after about 2 or 3 minutes on each side and turn it around. And they end up looking like this. It's so crunchy and so yummy. And then I did my mushrooms. And you don't have to wait till they're like a dark brown or anything like that. Like they can be a nice light golden brown and they will be very crunchy. They'll be really yummy. Mushrooms are like my super favorite. So I was very impressed with this recipe. Then once you get the rest of the veggies in there, do the same thing. You're going to brown it on each, or light golden brown it on each side. Like you probably don't have to do even like any more than 4 minutes on each side. I did about 2 or 3 minutes on each side and it was perfect. So this is what I did for my rice. I cooked it according to package and then I put melted that stuff together. Then I have sesame seeds, a bowl of water for my hands and my cutting knife, as well as a cloth to wipe it with. And then we're going to use all my veggies. I'm using carrot, zucchini, my mushrooms, and avocado. And so this is how they turned out. They're really, really yummy. And we're going to make a dipping sauce later too for our sushi. Or just if you have extra tempura left over, you can dip those too. So get your nori sheets out. You're going to... So this is the first time I'm going to show you this is not what we do. We don't put the rice all over because I will show you why. I'm just kind of putting my veggies on there. I'm just showing you what it looks like when you do it this way, which is not the proper way. It's going to like get the rice stuck at the bottom, but it's also going to not be so pretty on the ends here. So when you go to cut them, it'll be kind of messy, but it'll still look good. But this part will be very, very messy and not really together. And then you're going to cut it up with your knife and place it to wherever you want to put it. I'm making some lunch for my boys, so I put them in containers. And so this is how you're supposed to do it. You're going to do the rice all the way to the outside, but the top and the bottom right here is where you're going to leave 1/2 inch. So you can put water on it as soon as you're done filling it. And then you're going to roll it up and that water is going to make it stick to your seaweed even better. The end doesn't have hardly any rice, if not any. And then the ends are not going to be as messy. So that's a tip that I do. I'm totally not a pro, but it just really is a tip that helped me. And they are so yummy with the tempura, y'all. Oh my gosh. So yeah, here's my bowl. I'm also using it for my knife here because it gets all gunked up from the rice being so starchy and gummy. And then I dry it off with a towel. And same with my hands. Once I put the water on the edges, it gets really yucky. So then I just dry off my hands. And yeah, just continue to do that. So for my sauce, I like to do some soy sauce, about 1/2 teaspoon of the ginger garlic chili mixture, and just a couple drops of sesame oil and a little bit of water. And you're going to whisk it up really, really well. I use like 4 tablespoons. It depends on how much you're making. And then I put in a little bit, like a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. You can also put a little bit of maple syrup if you'd like to, a little bit more sweeter, but and then I really like this combination. I only put like a couple tablespoons of water as well with the rice vinegar just to dilute it a bit, and it's so yummy. And I hope this helped somebody and you guys enjoy the sushi.